In this video, we'll be covering Chapter 8, Section 8 on credit cards. Credit cards are known as revolving credit, where there's no schedule for a fixed amount each period of time. Okay? We will be using the simple interest rate that we learned in Section 8.3. Except this interest rate will be a monthly rate. We do not use years in this case. Okay? For example, if the annual rate is 18.84%, the monthly rate will be that divided by 12 months. This will be the monthly rate. Okay? Customers who pay the entire balance by the end of the due date pays no interest. Customers who use a cash advance must pay interest from the day the money is advanced until it is repaid. The credit cards use an average daily balance method. In other words, that will be the P, which is the average daily balance of your statement. Okay? So P here will be the sum of the unpaid balance in billing period divided by the number of days in that billing period. Let's look at an example of a credit card statement that has a monthly interest rate of 1.6%. Okay. These are the transactions of the account, and then here will show the amount, either credit or charge. Okay. First thing we're going to do is add additional columns to each of these rows. We have an unpaid balance and the number of days that balance was the same. Okay. Over here, we just multiplied the unpaid balance with the number of days to get this value here. Okay. Starting with May 1st, that is the billing period. Our previous balance was $8,240, so on May 1st, we have a balance of $8,240. On May 7th, 6 days later, we have a credit of $350. Okay? In order to get the 6, we're going to take 7 minus 1. Once we have a credit of $350, we're going to take the $8,240 and subtract $350. $8,240 minus $350, we get $7,890. We keep this balance until we make a charge on May 15th for a computer. 15 minus 7 is going to be 8. When we charged the computer, our balance went from $7,890, and then we added $1,405. That gets us a new balance of $9,295. Okay. This amount stays exactly the same until we make our next charge on May 17th. So from the 17th minus the 15th, this balance was only there for 2 days. We're going to take the previous balance of $9,295 and we're going to go ahead and add $45.20. So plus 45.2. Our new balance is $9,340 with 20 cents. Okay? It stays this balance until our next charge on May 30th. 30 minus 17 is going to be 13. So it's this balance for 13 days. I'm going to take the previous balance and I'm going to go ahead and add a 180.72. So plus 180.72. Now our balance is $9,520.92. We're going to see that here, May 31st is the end of the billing period. We count the May 30th as being this balance and May 31st. So here we have 2 days. Okay? This is the tricky part. Don't just subtract 31 minus 30 because that would just be 1 day. We need to include the last day as well. So we have this balance for 2 days. It is really important that you want to make sure you've included all of the days in May. So we're going to add up the number of days. We're going to have 6 plus 8 plus 2 plus 13 plus 2. Here you can see it's 31 days and we have 31 days in the month of May. To get this column here, all I'm going to do is multiply these two numbers together. Let's go ahead and do that. 8,240 times 6 is going to get me $49,440. Okay. 7,890 times 8 is going to get me $63,120. Okay. 9,295 times 2 is going to get me $18,590. 9,340 with 20 cents times 13 is going to get me $121,422.60. 9,520.92 times 2 is going to get me $19,041.84. We're also going to go ahead and add up this last column as well. 49440 plus 63,120 plus 18,590 plus 121, 422.60 plus 19,041.84. We add up all the numbers and I get $271,614.44. The first problem says find the daily balance for the billing period. We always round to the nearest cent. So what we're going to do is take that last column and divide it by 31 days. So divide by 31. Here we get $8,761.76. Because the thousands place is 5 or more, we're going to round the 5 to a 6. Part B says to find the interest to be paid on June 1st of the next billing date. Round to the nearest cent. We're going to use the formula of the simple interest found in 8.3. I equals PRT. Our principal in this case will be the average daily balance that we had discovered in Part A. Our rate is going to be the 1.6 found up here. And here our time is going to be 1. It's going to be 1 because we are talking about 1 month. Remember, if you look up here, 1.6 is a monthly interest rate, not a yearly one. Now I'm going to go ahead and multiply all this together. $8,761.76 times 1.6% second parentheses times 1, which I don't have to put there. So our interest we will have to pay in the next month is going to be $140.19. The third decimal place is greater than a 5, so we round the 8 up to a 9. Part C, find the balance due on June 1st. What we're going to do is find our balance on May 31st, which was $9,520.92, and then we're going to add the interest that we found in Part B, $9,520.92 plus 140.19. Our new balance on June 1st would be $9,661.11. Part D says the credit card requires $10 minimum monthly payment if the balance due at the end of the billing period is less than $360. Since the balance due on the next month is more than $360, we would not be paying $10. This $10 is only if your balance is less than $360. Otherwise, the minimum payment is 1/36 of the balance due at the end of the billing period. We always round up to the nearest whole dollar. So what we're going to do here is take the amount that we owe, since it is greater than $360, and divide that by 36. Let's go ahead and do that. I still have my balance here in the calculator, and all I'm going to do is divide it by 36. Now I get $268.36. Notice here the 6 stays the same because the one next to it is a 4, which is less than 5. So 6 stays there. But you have to round up to the nearest whole dollar. It does not matter that this is closer to 268. You always round up. So no matter what the cents are, you're going to go up to the next dollar and you would have to pay $269. And that would be due on June 9th. Advantages of using credit cards. Here's just a list of reasons why credit cards are good. Okay? Credit cards can get you a product before you actually pay for it. There is no interest by paying the balance due at the end of each billing period. Responsible use is an effective way to get good credit. We'll talk about good credit in just a little bit. There's no reason to carry around large amounts of cash. It's more convenient to use than checks. Okay. Offers consumers protection. For example, if you have a dispute or a fraudulent charge, once you let your credit card know, they will generally remove the amounts. It provides a source of temporary emergency funds. It extends your shopping opportunities to purchase over the phone or the internet. Simple tasks like renting a car or booking a hotel room can be difficult without a credit card. Monthly statements can help you keep track of spending, and some credit card issues provide an annual statement that aids with the tax preparation. May provide amenities such as free miles towards your air travel, uses identification when multiple pieces of identification are needed. But here are the bad points of credit cards. They have a high interest rate on unpaid balance. In 2009, the interest rates were as high as 30%. There's no cap on interest rates. In 2009, the Senate defeated the amendment that would impose a 15% cap on credit card rates. There's no cap on fees. Consumer Reports cited that a credit card entices you with a 9.9 annual interest rate, but the fine print reveals that there could be a $29 account setup fee, a $95 program fee, a $48 annual fee, and a $7 monthly service fee. Okay, so nearly 40% of the $4 billion in profits are earned from fees. That was in 2008. Issuers can hike fees at any time for any reason. Read your fine print before agreeing to get a credit card. It's easy to overspend. Purchases with credit cards can create the illusion that you're not actually spending money. It can serve as a tool for a financial trouble. If you use your credit card to buy more than you can afford, failing to pay for the bill each month can result in serious debt. Fees and interest are added to the balance, which continue to grow even if there are no new purchases. The minimum payment trap. Credit card debt is made worse by paying only the required minimum amount, a mistake by 11% of credit card debtors. Paying the minimum, and most of it goes to interest. Credit card statements now include a minimum payment warning. If you only make the minimum payment each period, you will pay more in interest and it will take you longer to pay off your balance. Let's go ahead and discuss some of our credit reports. Your credit report will begin when you apply for your very first credit card. A credit card contains the following information. It contains your identity information. Okay? It includes your name, social security number, address, and all of your previous address. It is a record of credit accounts. Anything that has been opened or closed will stay on your credit report. Public record information. It contains public information such as bankruptcy that can appear on your credit report. Any collection agencies that have contacted you for unpaid accounts can appear in the credit report. Inquiries are any companies that have asked to see your credit report. It doesn't mean that you've accepted a loan or a credit card. It's just an inquiry of them looking at your credit. These can stay on your credit report for up to 2 years. All of these organizations are known as credit bureaus. The main 3 credit bureaus are Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Okay? You can get your annual credit report for free every year. Okay? And the information is listed here. These credit reports measure your credit worthiness. So credit scores, or your FICO score, ranges between 300 and 850, where 850 is the better credit. Here's your table of what credit scores mean. So opening a credit card at a very young age is actually a good thing. Okay? Doesn't mean that you have to charge on the account, but it starts your record of credit history. The higher your credit score is over time, the lower interest rates you pay because you are deemed a lower risk. Credit scores also help you get a house and get a car. This concludes this unit and this section. If you have any questions, please let me know.